reiterated its economic assessment for the first time in 2 months, and the Bank of Japan starts its 2-day policy meeting on Tuesday. What is JP Morgan's strategy now for Japan?
We're very bullish on Japan. We think you've got a combination of improving economic environments, positive earnings revisions, and a stock market that's trading on around 15 times forward, the same level as developed Asia, ex-Japan, and the same level as the US equity market.
China's equity markets are seeing renewed interest led by cyclical sectors. How are you now advising clients positioned in China?
Well, we're seeing a recovery in emerging market equities from their April lows. China is doing the same thing. And we're seeing a recovery that's reasonably broad-based, not necessarily just cyclicals. We've had some of the IT stocks doing well, which many people did view as growth defensives.
Hon Hai is in talks with a few Indonesian phone companies, and they will decide the form of investment and sign partnership agreements after a memorandum of understanding with the government is secured. What do you make of this move, and will this set a precedent for its rivals to set up production bases in Indonesia or in other Southeast nations, and why?
Well, if we look at foreign direct investment, it's picking up in the ASEAN region. Remember that China is very challenged demographically. We're seeing a shortage of labor for manufacturing, and companies like Foxconn, Hon Hai are one of the world's largest employers at over 1 million employees. They need to move outside China in order to get access to lower cost employees and greater access to employees, and places like Indonesia with its good demographics offer that.
What are you expecting from Ben Bernanke's testimony? Are we any closer to a possible QE3 exit?
No, I think, these testimonies, the Fed minutes are just noise. We know what the Federal Reserve policy is with regards to zero interest rates and the unemployment rate. We also know that there's flexibility around quantitative easing, less quantitative easing if the economy looks better, more if it looks poorer. I think we know what the strategy is.
What do you make of all the positive data out of the U.S.? Does this justify the market rally that we're seeing?
Well, it's interesting, people talk about the positive economic data in the U.S. This stock market is being led by healthcare, consumer staples, and utilities. It is not being led by cyclical stocks. Why is it being led by those? It's because we're seeing a lot of M&A activity and share buybacks, and they're tending to be in sectors where cash flow projections are easier to make. There are greater confidence in them. So it's defensives that are leading this bull market, not cyclicals.